A group of House Republicans took their first day in office here on Capitol Hill to vow to continue the Trump administration's federal surge here in the district, some vowing to even codify President Donald Trump's executive orders on D.C. Which ones? They were really scant on details, but what they weren't scant about was about their criticisms of Mayor Muriel Bowser and the D.C. Council, some calling them the extreme left. House Republicans today touted the Trump administration's crime crackdown. They said they're getting positive feedback here in D.C. and back in their districts back home. Among the members of Congress who support the federal surge is Kansas Representative Ron Estes. Now, his intern, 21-year-old Eric Tarpinian Jacam, was killed earlier this summer in Northwest D.C. Today's news conference on Capitol Hill was met by a group of protesters, including members of the Free D.C. movement, who say Republicans are simply lying and using the district to instill fear in other Democratic-run cities.
This is why D.C. needs statehood. Like I say, D.C. residents, they pay taxes, and every time the Republicans want to force ideology on somebody, they do it on D.C. because they can, because D.C. doesn't have autonomy.
Thousands of homeless people that put up tents all over this city are now getting help that they need. They're getting food, they're getting showers, they're getting mental health counseling, they're getting drug counseling. And guess what? The criminals know for the first time in decades that if they commit a crime, there will be consequences.
You could see the group of House Republicans leaving there as protesters chanted shame repeatedly. Now, Congressman William Timmons of South Carolina mentioned thousands of homeless people who are now receiving services. Those statements don't reflect the official numbers put out by D.C. officials just a couple hours ago. They tell us an estimated 80 people have come into shelter since the federal surge, and according to their latest unhoused census, 764 people are still living in the streets here in D.C. On Capitol Hill, I'm Rafael Sanchez Cruz, WUSA 9.